Hi Red Base, it's Miss Isha again. Hello to all of you who are at school and those of you who are still at home as well. So this is your second maths activity for this week, and yesterday we started talking about all things that were long, tall and short, because we're talking about height and length this week, aren't we? Now just for today and for every day for the rest of the week, we're going to concentrate on one of those words. We're going to do one word a day. And today's one is, who can remember what this one means, or who can have a go at reading that word? It's long. Well done. Well done if you could get it from the picture, or well done if you had a go at reading the word as well. So we're going to look at all things that are long today. Let's do an action for that. This is an action for long, where we're going to try and stretch something out really long. Can you do that with me? And can we say the word long when we do it? Long. And again? Long. Brilliant. And we talked about yesterday that we use the word long when we see things that are laid down flat and that are trying to stretch out. Okay, so it's not things that are pointing up to the sky, it's things that are trying to stretch out. Okay, and we're going to play a game today. So for your game, your teachers or your mummies and daddies at home will need to get 2 pieces of paper, one that says longer and one that says shorter. And then what you're going to do now is, in your classrooms at school or in your homes, you are going to go on a long hunt. So you're going to go and look around your classroom and look around your home and have a look and see if you can find some objects that are long. So objects that stretch out, okay? And if you are at school, you could just use your blocks or your Lego or your Duplo and just make lots and lots of long models. Okay, so if you are at home, you can go and find some long objects, or if you've got some bricks at home, you can build some long towers. And if you are at school, off you go and build some long towers, and make sure you put them into one big group, and then we can play our game. Okay? So, are we ready, Red Base? Have you got your objects that you've collected from home or your classroom? Or have you got your models? And have you got your 2 pieces of paper, one that says longer and one that says shorter? Fantastic. Now what we're going to do is, we are going to sort our objects out. Now as you can see, Miss Isha's got a few things that she's found in her house. Over here I've got a red piece of ribbon. I've got some silver ribbon. I've got a rolling pin from my kitchen. I've got a teaspoon, and I've got some towers that I've built as well with my blocks. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have a go at sorting the objects. So can you help Miss Isha sort her objects out first? Let's have a look at this red ribbon. What kind of word would you use to describe my red ribbon? Is it a short piece of ribbon? It's not, is it? It's quite long, isn't it? It's a long piece of ribbon. So I'm going to put that long piece of ribbon in my longer pile. So I'm going to put it with the word that says longer, because look at how far that stretches out. It's a really long piece of ribbon, isn't it? Fantastic. And then let's look at my other piece of ribbon. What word would we use to describe this piece of ribbon? Is it as long as my other piece? It's not, is it? It's very short. Fantastic. That special word for small. Can we all say short? Short. Brilliant. It's a short piece of ribbon. So I'm going to put that in my shorter pile, because I can see that the red ribbon is longer than the silver ribbon. Can you say that with me? The red ribbon is longer than the silver ribbon. And then we can also say the silver ribbon is shorter than the long ribbon. So this one's shorter and this one's longer. Fantastic. Okay, let's look at my rolling pin. What word would you use to describe my rolling pin? Is it as short as the ribbon? It's not, is it? It's a little bit longer. So I think I might put this in my long pile. Because even though it's not as long as my ribbon, it's still a long object. It's still stretching out quite far wide, isn't it? Fantastic. So, what about my teaspoon? Shall we compare it to my rolling pin? If I put my teaspoon and the rolling pin next to each other, what do you notice? The teaspoon is a lot shorter than the rolling pin, isn't it? And the rolling pin is longer than the teaspoon. Fantastic. So I'm going to put my rolling pin in my long pile. And I'm going to put my teaspoon in my short pile. Fantastic. Okay, let's look at my two models that I've made. So what do we notice about the two models that I've made? This one is longer than this one, isn't it? And this one is shorter than this one. Fantastic. So where am I going to put this one? Is it going to go in the long pile or the short pile? It's going to go in the long pile, isn't it? Well done. And what about this one? Is this one going to go in the long pile or the short pile? It's going to go in the short pile. Fantastic. Well done. And then if we look at our objects, we can see that all the objects are long in the long pile, and all the objects that are in this pile are short. Okay, so all of these objects are shorter than these ones, and all of these objects are longer than these ones. Can you see that? All of them ones are long and all of these ones are short. Fantastic. So thank you so much for helping me with my objects. Now it's your turn to have a go at sorting your objects or your towers out and deciding which ones are longer and which ones are shorter. Now make sure you come back tomorrow where we're going to look at things that are tall as well. Okay? And I will see you all tomorrow, Red Base. Bye-bye.